up, everyone? So time for a channel update. I know this one's kind of late, but I was just trying to find some time to record this. I've been pretty much streaming non-stop and working on videos sort of non-stop, and then kind of interwoven that into my sort of work schedule. So that being said, there's still a lot of content coming up for you guys, alright? Just recently I completed my Mirror's Edge playthrough. I completed uploading it rather, and I know everyone's interested to see what my thoughts are on the game. I'm going to be doing a full-fledged review, and I'm also going to be doing a video how to make the next Mirror's Edge the Game of the Year, similar to what I did with Mirror's Edge 2 before it was even announced. That's what I'm going to do regarding this upcoming Mirror's Edge that we probably will get, alright? I'm going to detail what my thoughts are, what I want, so on and so forth, and that is also going to probably be up after the review of my main game for Catalyst, alright? So that being said, we still got a lot of stuff coming up, alright? I have more E3 impressions. The next one coming up is Battlefield 1, I believe, and then we also have Titanfall 2, Horizon Zero Dawn, Yakuza 0, Recore, and I believe a few others here and there, right? So there's other E3 impressions coming up, so just don't think that it's all over, all right? There's still much more to be said, all right? Now, coming up this month is interesting because it's a dead month, pretty much. The summer's always like this in terms of gaming. We pretty much get no new releases until around late August is when things start picking up again. So we pretty much have a month and a half to 2 months of us just kind of playing catch-up and kind of working on our backlog. And that's essentially what I'm going to be doing, alright? Now that I completed Mirror's Edge Catalyst and I'm on the verge of completing my preparing for Deus Ex Mankind Divided playthrough, pretty much after that, I'm going to start working on the new games that I missed or that I wasn't able to play or complete earlier this year. Alright, so just to let you guys know, I have 10 games I want to get to so far on my backlog that are just for this year. Alright, Far Cry Primal, Street Fighter V, Tom Clancy's The Division, Dark Souls 3, Ratchet & Clank, Doom, Homefront: The Revolution, The Technomancer, the Hitman episodes, I believe there's Sherlock Holmes, The Devil's Daughter. All right, those are 10 games that I somehow have to get through. Probably won't be able to get through this summer, but at least I can make a pretty impactful dent until games start coming out in late August and especially September, where we have huge games. We're going to start it off with Deus Ex Mankind Divided, one of my most anticipated games for this entire year, something I'm really super excited for. And then next month in September is Final Fantasy 15, which is just going to be huge, alright? There's other small games coming out in August and September as well. I think Forza Horizon 3 is coming out in September as well. So I'm going to be planning on getting those. I want to play those. We also have the new Xbox One S, which I have pre-ordered right now. I don't know if I'm going to actually pick it up, but I do have it pre-ordered, the 2TB model. And I'm thinking to myself, I may actually get it and use it as my main my main console. Now, it doesn't make much sense for someone like me to actually make an investment like that, quite simply because I got rid of my 4K monitor. I don't have 4K anymore. I have 3440 by 1440 ultra wide. That being said, I'm more picking it up for the enticing fact that it's an Ultra HD Blu-ray player. That to me is a pretty worthy investment, and also the fact that it has a few features here and there. There are rumors. There's a lot of, even though that the head of Xbox and a lot of the PR guys are saying that you will not see a performance advantage at all with the new Xbox One S. There are some slightly beefed up specs in there, and a lot of them are for more HDR gaming and to get that high fidelity out of the games, out of the current games. But there is a possibility that we may see slightly improved frame rates, or at least maybe a game where, okay, the frame rate drops between like 25 to 30 frames per second. It may just run at like a stable 30 frames per second on the Xbox One S. So that's kind of what I'm waiting for, and I'm hoping that there is a slight, very slight at least, performance advantage to at least warrant me getting the new Xbox One S. Because obviously I'm going to be getting the Scorpio as well, but it really makes no sense for someone like me who already has the original Xbox One to pick up an Xbox One S unless, you know, I'm really into 4K gaming or I have a 4K display, which I don't. So there really is no, unless there's a performance advantage, there really is no reason for me to pick that up. So I don't know whether or not I'm going to get it. I'll talk about that more in my August channel update, alright? But what I am focusing on this month is pretty much just backlogs and streams. Now, I'm going to be trying out this this new format of things. Typically what I would do is I would stream on YouTube and I would upload the streams, or I would take the streams and put them as unlisted and then put them in a playlist. And so you'd have to go to like a playlist to watch the streamed playthrough that I uploaded. And typically when I do that, it has no, I lose a lot of views because people don't, you know, tend to actually do that, or people don't actually know about that, so the views actually dwindle down in those videos. At the same time, it makes my channel appearance look cleaner, but it's sort of like me hiding my own content, which is really like only hurting itself. So what I'm going to be doing from now on, I pretty much have decided, I'm going to try this out, and I'll see what you guys think. I'm going to start streaming on Twitch again, and I have a lot of followers on Twitch. That's the thing. It's not like I have all these followers on Twitch that followed me back when I was like playing Outlast 2 on the hardest difficulty and doing some games here and there on the PlayStation 4, streaming it on there. So what I'm going to be doing is streaming all my playthroughs again on Twitch. I'm going to move over to Twitch, and then what I'm going to do is make a condensed playthrough. Have a condensed playthrough be uploaded to my YouTube channel. Maybe download the archived stream off of Twitch, edit it together, and have a condensed playthrough that's about a third of the length of the actual full playthrough, and have it upload to my YouTube channel. I'm going to try this out with Mirror's Edge Catalyst. I still got to download all the videos and then pick the highlights that I want and then upload it. But I think this actually might be a cool format, because those of you guys who want to watch the stream playthroughs, they're going to be on Twitch, and those of you guys who are like, not really into the whole playthrough thing, but hey, maybe a condensed playthrough will work, you can still stick to the YouTube channel and you'll still see like the highlights and stuff and my overall kind of experience of what I thought on that. It's not necessarily about the funniest moments of me playing, it's just my thoughts about critical moments in gameplay where I had something to say or where I reacted to something. And I think that would actually work out and boast well, because that way I don't have to hide content. People can go to Twitch, and Twitch is already a well-established streaming service, and I do have a following somewhat on Twitch that I can actually expand. And then on YouTube, you guys will still get your great gaming content. It's just going to be, you know, and for the stream playthroughs, it's going to be a condensed single video, and it's much easier to digest, much cleaner to actually look at and watch, and just a much more simple way of doing things. So I think that's what I'm going to be doing, alright? There's other vlogs coming up. I actually wrote some stuff down from last week. So there's other things coming up. I want to talk about you know, ultra wide gaming. Like I said, I still haven't done that. There's other unboxings and things that I actually want to get this month. You guys know I'm currently in the market sort of for like a new cell phone. It's kind of been, I think it's been 2 years as of July, as of this month actually, yeah, 2 years as of this month since I had my LG G3, and I'm in the market to get a new smartphone. I know everyone's gonna start, you know, giving me suggestions, but I'm the type of guy who really, you know, I really do pick with a real close eye what my next smartphone device is. And typically what I tend to do is I go to a different manufacturer every single year. I started off with HTC with the Droid Incredible, I moved to Samsung with the Galaxy S3, and then I moved to LG with the G3 smartphone. And when I tend to pick these smartphones, it ends up being like the company's sort of sleeper hit, right? It's like these companies that are like up and coming, and they're trying to like really take over the cell phone market. Like Samsung, before Samsung was the Samsung that it is today, which is pretty much the dominant force in the mobile market, they are pretty much, they made a move beforehand, and it really was the Galaxy S3 that really propelled them forward into popularity. So those are the phones that I typically tend to get, are the phones that are by manufacturers who are sort of like the underdogs, and then they pretty much are compelled to try their hardest, their very best, because they want to be at the top of the food chain, for instance, and they tend to make a very kick-ass phone as a result. So this is what I tend to really do. So I'm really paying close attention to the Nexus. I sort of want to move over. I want to try Sony as well, but I'm not really impressed with their current lineup at the moment. The Xperia X Performance is just, I mean, it looks decent, but I expected a little bit more beefed up specs, you know? And also, I was paying attention to, what's the other one? It's the Nexus, the Sony, and there's one more. Oh, the new Droid, the new Motorola Droid, I think it's called the Z-Force or something like that, which I'm, the specs are impressive, but I'm not, like, too into the design, alright? So I'm really paying close attention to the Nexus, and I think I may actually get the Nexus. It really just depends on what's going to happen with the design choice, because I was really compelled with the Nexus 6P, and I'm still compelled with getting the Nexus 6P, even though it's typically behind in terms of the current gen of technology, right? But I still, if the new HTC Nexus for this year doesn't look as good, or I don't think the design sort of meets or exceeds the beauty that I found in the Nexus 6P, then I may actually just end up getting the Nexus 6P, to be quite honest with you guys. But anyway, regardless, you guys are probably going to see a cell phone unboxing. I don't know if this month, probably next month or the month after, alright? It really just depends, alright? It could happen anytime between July and really September, or maybe even October, depending on how long I really want to wait, alright? So that's kind of what I'm going through. I need to get a couple new things. I also need to get a new router. I'm gonna upgrade to an AC router. I've been using this wireless N router for like a while now, so I need to upgrade to an AC router, get better range in here and faster speeds. And there's a bunch of other stuff. Like I said, guys, I know a lot of people have asked me for a room tour, but it's really a matter of me making sure that I sort of set this room up appropriately for me to do a video, because a lot of people will just sit here and they'll record the room and stuff like that, but I actually have like a plan, sort of. I want it to look nice, and I want to get new furniture in here, and organize this behemoth of wires down here that's sort of not being hidden at all. I want to make sure that that's all clean, and then that's all you know, situated before I actually sit here and record a video of me, of my bedroom tour and things like that. Because people have been asking for that. It's been long overdue. I think the last one I did was 2 years ago. So it's pretty much been long overdue, and a lot has actually changed since then. Alright? So that is what I'm going to be working on, guys. Pretty much just me working on my backlog. If you follow me on Twitter, I'll have you guys voting what my next game to play will be. And I will be playing those games up on Twitch, and then I'll probably be uploading the condensed playthrough up on my YouTube channel. Now there's other things, like there's gameplay discussions I want to do, and like I said, there's different vlogs and unboxings that I have planned for you guys, and I have the continuation of the E3 2016 gaming impressions, alright? So those will all be uploaded through the course of the upcoming days. Like I have been doing it, guys. I want to keep having a new video, at least one new video every single freaking day. So I hope you guys haven't been bored on the channel. I've been uploading a lot, making sure that there's content for you guys. Even if you aren't necessarily into the playthroughs, there's still something that you can watch, and that's really sort of what I'm focusing on, is content for everyone. Alright, so thank you guys so much just for sticking in there, and you know, just for watching the content and being supportive and commenting and things like that. I really do appreciate it. You guys are awesome as always, and I'm gonna try to make a dent in my huge backlog that I have this year, and hopefully I can make an impactful dent during this summer, so that I'm not so inundated like I was the last year where I wasn't even able to do like a full, you know, Game of the Year Video Game Awards presentation for you guys. Although admittedly, the thing that I did last year for my Video Game Awards tend to work out better. I believe it worked out better than I did than what you guys thought for my older Video Game Awards system. So I'm probably going to do that again this year, to be quite honest. Alright, you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you all later, and hope you guys are looking forward to the upcoming content. Alright? Thanks.